the industry and the pollutants that are even far more subtle. You know, that it wasn't like a smoke or the blacksmithy or the cooking of the food and stuff that was creating some of those air particles. And nowadays, you got, with all the cars and the industry and the off-gassing of all different types of industrial and technological parts of society, you got to really be paying attention to, like, you know, the tree, getting to where the, you know, being where trees are, where it's blowing everything out and, you know, coming through the trees and then coming into your lungs after going through a process of nature, as opposed to going through a process of just this industrial environments, where if you have that awareness, you can see that with every breath you're breathing in microparticulate. And I mean, I got so sensitive because of the introduction of Hilton Hotima's work, read his books over and over and over again, and became, you know, like, for living as this physical organism, like, aside from diets and getting enough sleep, it's like, what kind of air am I breathing? So for me, when it comes to where do you want to live, what do you want to do with your life, it is most definitely, I want to be where there is the most amount of fresh air that I can access the most amount of time.
Yeah, when we come to the facts, you know, when we really face facts, we realize that the trees are our lungs. The forests really represent the other half of our lungs. So they're producing oxygen, we're producing carbon dioxide. So when we start seeing the reciprocal maintenance that nature has and that humanity has, and that we're stepping away from nature. So the fact is, we just need to, like, take a look at common sense and realize, like, the most powerful food on earth, and I ask all my students, what's the #1 most powerful food on earth? And they go, they're like bananas, avocados, broccoli. And then I finally, you know, after a while say, okay, it's oxygen. So the air we breathe is the first food that's maintaining our life here. And the second would be water. And that's what we talked about with eating fruit, is it contains the highest degree of water, the most highest quality, because it's already processed all of the nutrients. And so when we actually eat fruit, we're getting the best quality water in the world. But when we realize that we're burning down the Amazon forest today as we speak, so that corporations can actually grow something down there, we're actually cutting out the lungs of planet Earth. So where's the common sense to this? And then where we live, we have a choice. But where the people are trapped, they have no choice. They're just stuck there. So if they're in big cities, well, it's because that's their choice, no matter what. I lived in Manhattan for 10 years, but that was back in the 60s, and the quality of air was really decent then. But I wouldn't live in a big city today for anything. I live right on the water's edge like you in Central California. You're out in Hawaii. So we choose to live where the air quality is really good. The farmers markets are excellent. The water quality is high. So our health is our wealth. It's the most important thing. If we don't have our health, then we can forget wealth. We have to have happiness, and we have to have time. And those 4 things equate to the thumb, which is divine, which is the mystery and magic of why we're here, what we're doing here, and where we're going. So we have to leave this planet in much better condition than as we found it for the next generation. So if the air quality is on its way out and the water quality is getting worse, and food is so processed, that's what you teach, Dan, which is so blessed to get people educated, to make them realize, to make everyone realize that we are what we eat. We are what we breathe. We are what we drink.